Nintendo. Was that good?
That was pretty Waluigi-esque.
So let's break down what we know is coming. We're gonna see more Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. What do you think about these games? Are you a Pokemon guy? Have you ever played?
Huge.
Really?
And only specifically the original 151.
Nice. Now you're speaking.
It was
my
like
language.
it was like the first like really like Game Boy one that actually put a ton of hours into. A ton.
Which one? Red, blue, or yellow?
I had red.
Okay.
And so.
Did you ever play yellow?
No.
Okay, because these are based off of yellow.
Okay. What's the difference?
So red and blue had similarities. Like
yes.
The anime was built off of those games.
Mm-hmm.
But so like the anime, you watched the cartoon, right?
Oh yeah.
So they had Jesse and James and Meowth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they're not in red and blue.
Oh, they're not.
No, it's just Team Rocket. It's just Team Rocket. It's
Okay.
Team Rocket Grunt.
Yes.
And
okay.
Meowth was never a part of that or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So Pokemon Yellow just kind of rejiggered red and blue to make it more like the show.
Oh, no kidding. Okay.
So like, you don't get to pick from Squirtle, Charmander, and Bulbasaur. You're forced to have Pikachu, just like the show.
Okay.
And Pikachu refuses to be in his Pokeball.
So he follows you.
So he follows you,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like the show.
Okay.
When you find that first home that's been all ransacked and stuff, it's not just Team Rocket Grunt in the backyard. It's Jesse and James, and they have a Meowth and an Arbok and a...
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
that's
like,
cool. I didn't know that.
So Pokemon Yellow is the TV show version of Red and Blue.
Okay. And so this follows it. So you have a choice between Pikachu or Eevee, essentially, right?
Well, so that's what's kind of weird about these games is that they keep saying it's inspired by Pokemon Yellow,
Okay.
but they haven't really specified how and to what extent. What's safe to say from that is that you're in the Kanto region and you have the original 151 Pokemon.
Yes.
So that's all there.
Which is great.
You can catch Mewtwo in Yellow.
Yes.
And you can catch... So in Yellow, what's cool, you don't have to pick between those starters. You end up getting all of them through the narrative.
You always have to be using motion controls in this game?
No.
Or can I? Okay, I can play with the controller.
Yeah, it's so weird how they doled out this information.
They showed like 50 different configurations. I'm like, dude,
yeah.
what?
Here's the Joy-Con. Throw the Joy-Con. Here's a Pokeball. Throw the Pokeball.
Which
and
actually
then, like,
kind of, that's pretty awesome.
I
like that.
I love that.
Yeah.
And you don't.
And it's right there.
That's
and
the
it's
whole
just,
controller.
Yeah,
There's an analog stick.
like
where the button is.
cool.
Isn't that cool?
That's cool.
It's $60, but I don't care.
That's $60.
I'll buy it. You know what's cool about it though? It's
Yeah.
kind of like the Pokewalker, where you can transfer a Pokemon from your game into that and just bring it around with you, and like you can connect it to your phone, so you're playing Pokemon Go, and you can play it with only the ball.
One of the things I didn't like though is that you can transfer any of your Pokemon Go Pokemon into it
There has
from the get-go.
to be a limit, or there has to, because in other Pokemon games, they don't let you transfer outside Pokemon to that until you beat it, or until you get to like a very far part in the game.
I was about to say, like, if you have all the Pokemon already, like,
I mean, like it's
then
like,
what's the fun in that? Honestly,
like if I have Pokemon Silver and then I have like a 99 Blastoise and Venusaur and yada yada in yellow or in blue or red, I can't just start up Pokemon Silver and start trading those crazy level dudes into there. I don't think. Or well, the way they got around that too was that they wouldn't obey you, so they'd just like not listen to your what you.
That would be cool if like you like had to keep them somewhere and be like, you know, you have to be a certain level or you have to beat this, have this badge to be able to use them.
Yeah. So the way they've described a lot of stuff about Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee has been so vague that like it can be, you can assume the worst.
Perfect.
And maybe that's wrong. Maybe that's not what's going on. But if it is what's going on, then that sounds terrible. Or it sounds not good. So like they show the whole, I have Dratini on Pokemon Go and it's transferring Dratini to my Switch, right? And then, oh, here's Dratini in the game. And that's really exciting. But they use language like, you can transfer Pokemon Go Pokemon to the Poke Park or whatever it was called. Like they had a thing that they said that you could bring them into. But it's like, is that just a character viewer?
That would be hilarious.
Right?
That would be funny.
Like, can you not use them in the game when you're going through the game? Is it just to look at the 3D model? Because I could see them doing that bullshit. It's a terrible idea. But that
then why would you even like make that like an offering? You know, because people are going to come in with totally different expectations.
And it's one of those things where like you can interpret what they said to be that, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's you can just bring them into your game. Maybe.
That's what I thought. But I don't know.
I mean, that's the best case scenario.
Yeah.
And then another thing is that in other Pokemon games, you walk into the grass and you have no idea. It's just random. And you start fighting. In Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, the Pokemon are actually just
showing
right there,
there,
and you bump into them intentionally.
Yeah.
The twist is you do not fight them. There's no fighting. It's just like Pokemon Go. You throw a Pokeball. You just throw Pokeballs until you catch it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I know. Like that's where everybody lost their shit. Everybody's like, "What the fuck?"
How did I not notice that? That's crazy.
If you watch the trailer again, it's just
no
the Pokemon
like...
show. There's no combat stuff.
Oh.
There's combat with other trainers. So you'll see combat stuff like the attacks and stuff on the corner there when you're fighting someone else. But like you don't fight wild animals, wild Pokemon. Fuck. You just throw Pokeballs at them. They really want this to be Pokemon Go on the Switch, basically.
Maybe I guess that's why people
are mad.
Super pumped about it, and they're just like, all right, at this point, just give me my 2019 Pokemon.
It was a roller coaster of emotion watching that trailer because everything looks great. I'm like, oh my god, he's walking through that town. I know that town. Oh my
exactly.
God,
they remastered it so quickly, it seems like, and they did a great job.
It looks so good. And then you see the Pokemon standing in the grass, and it's like, that's weird. How's that gonna work? You know, like, and then they bump into it, and it's that fucking circle from Pokemon Go just shrinking on the Pokemon, and you throw your Pokeball. There's no attack.
Javier, why would you tell me this?
I know that's why people are mad. When I was like, wait, why are people upset? This looks so good.
Yeah.
And then you watch it again, and you're like, oh no. Yeah, and the language they're using is like, this has been built from the ground up to be the most accessible and simple version of Pokemon, so that anyone can play it, and people who enjoyed Pokemon Go can jump right in. And it's like, don't do that.
That's
you know,
disrespectful.
Pokemon's already really simple and really accessible.
I mean,
like, this is fucking stupid.
There's a fucking bar and everything.
Yeah. So I'm left with like, if the things we sacrifice is you can't grind by attacking wild Pokemon, and what else was it? Yeah, I mean, if that's really the only thing that's gone, but you still battle trainers, you still fight gym leaders and get your badges, and there's still that Pokemon Yellow storyline, and you get to see all these places, I'm still pretty happy.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there are a good amount of trainers too, so it's not...
Yeah. But, well, that's another thing, though, is like, are there levels? Do your Pokemon level up? Because in Pokemon Go,
they do.
You collect a certain amount of that same Pokemon, and then you send them to Professor Oak, and he sends you candy, and that candy levels up. So, like, I have to have, like, 8 Squirtles, and
throw them all.
Put
Give
them
me that
into
candy, baby.
A meat grinder,
yeah, exactly.
And then I can level up
Give me
my
that Squirtle candy.
Yeah, so, like... And since this is so heavily tied to Pokemon Go, is that how it's going to work? Do you not grind by battling? Like, that's where I start to get like, my excitement is just falling. Every time I think about this stuff, I'm like, no, don't do that. No. Like, so, I don't know, man.
Okay.
I don't know. It looks great.
Yeah.
It looks really great.
We'll stick with that for now. I guess we'll see more.
Yeah, we'll see more at E3, so I'm excited to do that.
Okay. Next up, we have Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, they announced it with that kind of teaser last year, and we found out since then that it's not Retro Studios working on it. It's Namco Bandai, which I don't know how to feel about. That could go either way. Yeah, and like, it's called Prime, so like, is it first person, and is it like a Prime game? It should be. It should be. I agree. Will it? Yeah. Is it gonna be an action game? Right. I don't know. This is a big old question mark. I felt like
So you'd be happier if it didn't go to Namco.
they're just, when I think Namco Bandai, I think of Dragon Ball games. I think of just not the highest quality stuff.
Yeah.
It's like that's like one of the last teams I would think of when I'm thinking.
Metroid's a very big franchise. I feel like
it should be, but it's not.
It's not a top 5 Nintendo franchise. You don't think?
If it was, Nintendo would care more.
Yeah.
Like, fans have to beg for Nintendo to like try again, and Nintendo's like, I guess, like, it's because Metroid is not a big deal in Japan. It's a big deal in the U.S. Arguably, as much of a big deal as that could be. That's the thing, is that like Nintendo's heavy hitters are the Zeldas, the Marios, the Donkey Kong, the Kirby does pretty well.
Yeah.
Yoshi, very kid friendly, sweet. The kind of thing you'd put on PBS for your baby.
Right.
Metroid is not that.
Yeah.
Metroid is an oppressive, lonely, kind of alien game.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, we watched the intro for Super Metroid.
Yeah, it's pretty bleak.
There's
especially
bodies on
for
the
that,
fucking main menu and shit. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it's just a very strange franchise to be at the House of N, But yeah, I don't know. I'm whatever. I'll take it. I'm excited to see more. Smash Brothers is gonna be the fucking star of the show in the way that
I think so.
Breath of the Wild was the year before, and then Odyssey last year. I think.
You think this is going to be their heavy hitter?
Smash Brothers is gonna take up most, if not the entirety, of their show floor. Yeah. This is their holiday big deal.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
What
I feel kind of like whatever about it.
Okay.
Like, I would be perfectly happy if they had just gone, here's Smash Brothers for Wii U ported to the Switch.
Right.
Because I don't feel like there's anywhere else to go.
There's not. They can add new characters,
Like, you can maybe polish the graphics a little, add some bloom. I don't fucking know. I think the game is fine. It's
kind of like Mario Kart, like
throw
it on there, like put on a new coat of paint, call it.
Yeah, Mario Kart is only improved with more stages and more cars.
Right.
Just more content.
Yeah.
So Smash Brothers for Wii U feels it's done. This is Smash Brothers. Now just throw more characters and more stages at it. That's it.
Who do you think would be a hidden character for this one?
That's a fucking difficult question.
I have a couple.
Throw them at me. Kratos.
Atreus.
No way in hell. No way in hell.
Why not?
I think it's
Solid Snake made an appearance.
It's more likely to see Master Chief than Kratos and Atreus.
Why not?
Because Microsoft and Nintendo have a mutual enemy in Sony. And Nintendo and Microsoft have been kind of working together in small ways. Like, they made sure that Minecraft is cross-platform. They're doing cross-platform with Rocket League,
like
and stuff.
Fortnite and stuff.
Sony's like, fuck all y'all, we're on top.
Okay.
No, Nintendo and Sony are not friends. But and I just think of PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to see Kratos in a Smash Brothers game. Like, I just don't.
That's fair.
I would see Parappa the Rapper maybe.
That game.
Really?
No, it wasn't a good game. But I was really good at it for some real weird reason.
Anybody else?
So let's think. I don't know. Final Fantasy characters?
They already put Cloud in.
Did they?
Maybe Noctis, but like
maybe.
Noctis was in Tekken. They put him in Tekken.
Oh, he did. Okay.
I don't know. That's the thing. Much like I said for the Sony conference with Spider-Man. Like, I feel kind of guilty in that, like, I'm not that excited for Smash Brothers. I'll definitely buy it.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering how they're gonna present it, but I'm not hyped about it. But okay. I guess that's Smash Brothers. Whatever.
Yeah.
Fortnite's coming to Switch.
I forgot that you love Fortnite, like I do.
I like Fortnite. You love Fortnite?
I play it all the time.
What?
Yeah.
Why don't we play?
I don't know. I really don't. I see you on. I tried to play with Rachel one time.
You sent me a request, but I didn't see it until
she was
a day
AFK.
later.
Yeah. So I'll text you next time I play. But yeah, I dig it.
Yeah.
It's fun. I don't know.
Fortnite's so much fun. Dude, playing it in bed on a Switch is so awesome.
It would be cool.
God damn.
I still hate like building. I really hate it. I don't like it at all. But
the beauty of it is that like most people are just as bad and uninterested in it as you are.
Exactly.
So because it's free to play, so it's just bringing everyone.
Yeah,
anyone.
Anyone
you just want to shoot people, and you don't care about learning to do that. The game's full of people that play that way.
It's crazy too that like you can literally play that game and not purchase the battle pass, and still have a really good time with it.
Mm-hmm.
The battle pass is solely cosmetic stuff, and that is it.
Yeah, but if you're someone like me, where like progression is the reason you play, the battle pass is essential for me.
Okay.
Like
you like the tiers.
I just like that I can hop into a game and be like, here are the challenges that I'm trying to accomplish. Like land in this part of the map and try to open some chests, and if I die in the first 10 minutes or whatever, if I at least opened one chest, that was a successful run, and I go at it again.
Interesting.
Because with like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, if you die in a match, you just feel like, well, fuck, better look next time. But like in Fortnite, I die in a match, and it's like, well, I inched forward. I'm progressing.
Okay.
I'm always
that's a good way to look at
doing something.
That's a good way to look at it.
Not wasting my fucking time because I didn't win, which is not going to happen 100 times out of
right.
You know. So that's why I like Fortnite, because I could just play it and it's stress free. I could die and it's fine. I'll just hop in and try to do a different challenge. You know?
How do we feel about it going to be online and everything? You think it'll be able to hold up on there?
Oh, dude, yeah, it runs good on a phone.
Yeah.
Like the Switch is going to be fine.
No, I'm saying like as far as like Nintendo's like online.
I don't think that Nintendo has anything to do with it.
It wouldn't?
I don't think so. I think it would
just be just like their server in general.
I think that's how it works. I might be wrong, but I think that it just connects to Fortnite servers, because you're playing.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Because on PS4 you could play with PC people.
That's true.
Versa. So like,
I thought that separate. Like even though they have their own servers, you need to do like the middleman thing, and
maybe
I don't know.
Maybe.
That's the only thing that makes me nervous. But besides that, yeah, like
I think Nintendo.
Anything that goes on the Switch and like can like more or less keep the same product that it was on a different thing, that makes it that much better.
Yep.
I want it.
Yeah.
I want it portable.
Yeah.
At all times. And the funny thing is, it doesn't ever leave my house. It just sits on my like bedroom, like just. But
you can
right
bring
there.
it into any room.
Yeah.
You can do anything. Oh, it's
exactly.
so good.
Yeah.
All right. Overcooked 2. This was a leaked image that had Overcooked 2 on it.
Yes.
Do you like Overcooked?
It's okay.
I agree.
It's okay.
Like, I remember playing the first 4 or 5 levels with someone and being like, this is great, this is so great. But once it gets to that point where, like, this is really kind of
pure
like
chaos.
You have to be perfect, and it's insane. And I'm like, I'd rather not do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fair.
So I don't want more.
That's fair.
I know that people love it, so I'm
but
happy.
That's the thing is, like, maybe they'll be able to capture that, because maybe they understood that people didn't want that till the end.
I expect more of the same.
Oh, jeez.
I expect, Overcooked 2.
Perfect.
Monster Hunter on Switch.
That's, it's not like Worlds. It's not like a direct port in that way. Yeah. It's a totally different game. But
What were the change? Because I know that like hardcore fans of Monster Hunter were kind of upset that Worlds kind of did like what Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is doing, like made it simplified.
But,
like, what did they do? What was so bad? Because people
loved
it.
People, yeah, exactly. People are, it was like Dark Souls and Demon Souls, right? Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, like Demon Souls was supposed to be so much harder than Dark Souls, and they hated that it catered to the casuals, but. Mainly the things were like whetstones are for Worlds, you don't have to bring like just like a specific amount. So like in the previous ones, like the one I play on the Wii U, you would have to bring whetstones, and if you like ran out of them,
to sharpen your blade.
Yeah, you're essentially like shit out of luck. Like you're hitting them with a dull blade. It takes a million years.
Yeah.
With Worlds, it's infinite. So it's like you know,
that's like that makes the game more pleasant.
it does,
Right?
it does, and it doesn't really take away from. But again, like people elitists will be like, oh yeah,
And people
you're,
are like,
you're,
I liked it how it was. Why'd
Yeah.
you fuck with it? Yeah. Okay. I
Yeah.
love that they kept adding really cool. Like they added Mega Man skins for your
Yeah,
cat.
that's
they
awesome.
added Aloy stuff
Yeah.
from Horizon.
So I think that's cool.
Do that with Nintendo stuff?
Yeah, of course they're going to do that.
Man.
You know they're
mama.
going to do that. Yeah.
Oh, I know that Fortnite will have like Nintendo
That's awesome.
gear. Yeah. Oh my
They
god.
do that for everything. Rocket League has Rocket League,
Yeah.
like Mario League.
Rocket
of
League's
course.
great.
It is a good game.
All right. So it's now time to go into rumors and speculation.
Talk to me.
There was the leak that was backed up by Eurogamer, so this is all but confirmed. I think this is absolutely true, and we're gonna see it. Star Fox Grand Prix being made by Retro Studios, the Metroid Prime studio, and
That sounds pretty awesome.
yeah, and Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze.
I get down with that.
I would so get down with that. And like in the style, like the leak said that it was in the style of Diddy Kong Racing. And I don't know if you remember Diddy Kong Racing.
might be my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Racer.
Yeah.
So that game had an overworld and it had bosses.
Yes. It had overworlds. It had bosses. I love the fact that you could level up like something like 3 times, and then it makes that thing that much better.
See,
so
I
you get.
didn't know about that.
So yeah. So there's like. So what the balloons were was there's a red one, a green one, and like a purple one or something. So the red one was just like an attack, right? So you would just go for red balloons like 3 in a row, and then they would level up 3 times.
Oh, so you're like modding your vehicle as you're racing?
No. Like so, like one red balloon would be a rocket.
Uh-huh.
The second one would be like a homing missile. Then the third one would be like a barrage of missiles.
Yeah.
Something of that nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Twisted Metal.
Kind of.
Or-
There was another game.
Is
that
as you're
was like
racing,
that
you're
too.
picking these things up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like kind of like Mod Nation Racer, I think, did that too. Way back in the day.
Yeah.
So that made it super fun.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, I should wait out for to get that last one, and so.
Yeah, when this news broke and I saw a lot of people having negative thoughts about it, I was like thinking about Diddy Kong Racing, and I like looked up. I was like, I want to look at this game again. And I found like a screenshot of like, because there was planes in that game, like biplanes.
There was.
And I'm like thinking
Hoverboats too. It was cute.
And I found like a biplane screenshot, and I put it next to like Star Fox the original on Super Nintendo, and it's like, this makes sense.
It
this
works.
isn't a crazy idea.
It's not.
It's almost like it was right in front of us. Like Star Fox as a racer, and like if you really just look at Star Fox as it is, it doesn't make sense as a home console game. Star Fox
Yeah.
is almost an arcade game.
It is.
Right?
Yeah.
Couldn't you can see yourself putting in a quarter.
For sure.
And here's the first Corneria level, and if you survive
exactly.
it sends you to the next one.
100%.
Yeah, like it doesn't.
It has
feel-
branching paths just like that. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense in this day and age.
It looks like like kind of like Outrun, how you would just
Yeah, and like how do you take Star Fox and kind of reinvent it without like losing what it is, and like maybe a racing game. Maybe the people are getting hung up on like the Grand Prix title and the racing stuff that's getting thrown out there, but like the mechanically, like going through a course is basically like going through a Star Fox level.
Yeah.
It's semi on rails. You can't go too far off the rails, otherwise you're gonna be going slow. And then you're just shooting shit as you're going along, getting power ups. Like it's a goddamn racing game.
Yeah.
It just is.
It'll
And if
probably
you have an
look
open world,
amazing. Yeah.
yeah, and it'll like Retro Studios is so talented, man. That
It's
game's
cool.
gonna be incredible.
I think I'm
so
really excited.
stoked.
I really hope it's kind of like Diddy Kong Racing, where it's like the Star Fox characters might be some of the most iconic characters too. So
They
have
deserve
that cast there.
They deserve a good game.
Yeah.
Like Star Fox Zero being a disaster was kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Very stoked. And God, we're gonna see it in a week. Ooh.
It's exciting times.
Yeah. Another leak. This one is slightly less credible. This is one of those like blurry photograph of a sheet of paper. So
Perfect.
take this with a boulder of salt. But the idea of Next Level Games, who has not they've not been busy lately. They did Luigi's Mansion on 3DS, Dark of the Moon, and they did Punch Out on the Wii. And they do a bunch of like Mario sports games here and there. But they're really good. They're really talented. They make solid games. But anyways, on this piece of paper, it said that Next Level Games will be showing off a Punch-Out sequel.
That seems like the right time.
And it seems like... Here, I have their Punch-Out right here. This game's fucking awesome. Really, really good. So, another one of these from them. Little Mac was really popular, like surprisingly popular on Smash Brothers.
Yep.
So like it makes sense. They're probably like, we have a franchise that's pretty beloved here. We have a character that's pretty beloved.
Exactly.
Yeah. More Punch Out. Yes, please.
It makes sense. Yeah. Especially the Switch has just been like just killing it with all their like old school games.
They can do no wrong. Everything that comes out on Switch is
just been incredible.
Yeah.
So
I hope that's a real rumor. Finally, the N64 Classic. I mean,
this is a given, right?
Yeah, Nintendo like.
I think they patented or trademarked something.
Yes, exactly. So it's like
it makes sense. It's like they're going to just keep making these. This was probably the last one.
They're not going to make a game.
They can't keep one.
I hope not. But
that'd be weird.
The funny thing is, I don't know if you ever had like a NES Classic or Super NES Classic box in your hand. They're very small.
Yep.
Like they're like this big, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
How the fuck? How the fuck are they gonna like have like 4 of these?
It's gonna be really interesting. Do you think they're going to keep the controller intact like that?
That's a good point.
I wonder if they're going to modernize it a little bit.
I think that is a smart business decision, and it'll also like make the games more fun.
Could be.
Because that controller sucks.
It's a bad controller.
Yeah, that's
anyway.
Really
it makes sense because like if you just kind of
you will piss people off though. Because people want the beauty of the NES Classic and Super NES Classics. Those controllers are indistinguishable from the originals.
That's true.
It's like a fucking brand spanking new thing from 1980s.
Yeah,
that's what's really cool about
that. And that does add to the appeal. So I wouldn't hate it if they kept it, but you're totally right. Like. You ain't getting 2 of those. You might get 1.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's going to take up a lot of space. And then you have to make that tiny little N64 thing.
Yeah.
It might come priced higher. What?
It probably will. And it'll probably have less games.
Probably.
I hope that... I really worry that all these leaks are true and we just know everything. And we're like, yep, here's that.
It's a shame.
Here's that,
yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's just how it is nowadays.
Yeah. I know that Rachel really wants Animal Crossing. Like, she's gonna be really upset if there's not, and I don't think it's happening. I don't think we're gonna see Animal Crossing this year. They're gonna be front center next year. Animal Crossing gets the whole thing.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say we're gonna see their mainline Fire Emblem game for Switch. They've been already talking about that for a couple years.
Nice.
It's time to see it.
Yeah.
They've gone. There's too many Fire Emblem games, man.
Who's buying them?
So many of them.
Who's buying these?
Someone. I don't know. Japan.
I guess so.
But yeah, I will throw this out there. I want some Mario Odyssey DLC that's more than just new costumes.
Okay.
I want to see a Mario Sunshine level.
That'd be cool.
Put out a new
new level,
place
a new world.
with just moons everywhere.
That would make sense anyways.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Unless because Mario Odyssey is the fastest selling Mario game of all time.
Yeah.
So they're like, we gotta do 2. Mario Odyssey 2. We gotta do it. So that's the only reason I might think like we're not getting DLC.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Anyways,
One to dream.
Yeah, I'll dream. Maybe Resident Evil 2 remake will be at the Nintendo press conference.
That's
not likely. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. What did you think of our E3 predictions and thoughts and all that stuff? Let us know down below.
Yes. And we'll see you guys next week then.
That's right.
Bye.
Bye.